Welcome back, and Shane McGregor returns as Game On now focuses on what's happening out in Germany and some surprise results that came in from Germany, and certainly worth getting into with Shane. Let's start off with Mainz. We haven't spoken too much about them of late, but they've quietly been getting on with business. Travel away to Borussia Mönchengladbach and win 3-1.
Great results for them.
It takes them to, third spot on the table?
Third spot on the table.
Yeah.
You look at what they've been doing lately. They've been getting these victories and just getting the wins under the belt and a lot away from home.
Yeah.
So they've quietly just gone about their business. Now all of a sudden they've creeped into their third spot. And only because of what happened this weekend.
Now, interesting with regards to the race at the top. I mean, for Leverkusen, every time they drop points, it seems as though Munich get points and just pull away and keep the gap pretty much alive. But they both go and drop points this week and lose games this week. Leverkusen, firstly, losing 2-0 away to Bremen.
Well, it's the first time in a long, long time that all top three sides lost on the same weekend.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, these things happen. The loss. What can you do? You have a player sent off. It's not going to help you, and especially in the first half. So that's what happened. I'm talking about Bayern.
Bayern now. They of course 3-2 with Bochum. Yeah,
Leverkusen as well. Go out and. I think Leverkusen have, because of the Champions League and everything else, a lot of tired players there. They haven't brought players in, so I think it's a big worry for them, and that's been the biggest problem. Their squad isn't as big as Bayern's, and that's where it all begins to tell now this season. 2-0, unlucky for them, But then also, Bayern, You think in Leverkusen, Bayern go drop points. Leverkusen, all they got to do is win. And what do they go do? They also
drop points at the same time. Both these sides have only lost twice this season. Yeah. It's worth keeping in mind. But another shock result was Frankfurt losing to Union Berlin 2-1 at home. Another team. And losing third spot in the process.
Another team losing third spot. And another team again, similar to Leverkusen. They've been playing in Europe. It takes its toll on players, and people don't realise it. As much as you think you play midweek, whatever, I used to enjoy it because then you're training less. But it does take your toll.
When you hit February, March.
Exactly, it does.
You're still in those competitions.
Yeah, the legs start going. And the travelling, not just the playing.
Sure.
It's the travelling around, everything else catches up with you. And if you don't have the big squad, it makes it even worse. But, now they're looking, fourth spot, we've got to be very careful because that's, once again, you got those top four teams that you've got to watch out for.
Mainz today are at home to Freiburg. There's a game worth catching.
Worth catching. Mainz are in great form. So you expect, especially being away from home, they've got results lately like you can't believe. I've got to go with Mainz. They're the informed team at the moment, so I've got to go with them.
At home? They usually do it away from home.
It doesn't matter, when you inform, you inform. So you've got to look at them and say, they're firing. Keep the momentum game, and that's the big thing at this time of the year, just keep momentum going. Union
Berlin at home to Bayern Munich?
Yeah, Bayern should get the job done, even though it is a away game for them, they should get the job done. I think there's an international break coming up, so they'll be looking at that and saying, we need to get a win under the belt before that. So I think they'll get the job done.
Now, Stuttgart, it looks a very good game. I looked at this fixture, I thought, wow, I'd love to cash this fixture. Stuttgart on Sunday, the late game against Bayern Leverkusen.
Very difficult game to call. You look at Leverkusen at the moment, they're not going well, been dropping points. Stuttgart are a team that can upset any team here. When I looked at this, I was hoping Leverkusen with my heart, but then you go with your head as a punting guy and you look at it the way football is. I've got to be leaning towards Stuttgart in the draw in this one. I have to.
So those are the thoughts from Shane McGregor. And as far as the German game, let's talk about Hollywood Bets. And they're giving back, as we've discussed on a number of occasions, especially during the December period in the way of Kasi football. Now, during that December period, in the Kasi football scene, there was a player known as the White Witch. His name is Lungelo Dondolo. I've spoken about, and the word is that there are a number of top clubs that may very well be interested in turning his Kasi football experience into the dream that is, of course, playing at the top flight of South African football. Let's find out more about the White Witch, Lungelo Dondolo.
In South African football, players who often capture the imagination of fans are those who have a magic touch. They call them maestros, the special players who create excitement every time they touch the ball. Some say it's a dying breed, but in December, during various Kasi tournaments, one such player showed that he has what it takes to get the crowd on their feet, combining style and substance.
My name is Lungelo Dondolo. I'm 23 years old and I come from Katlehong. I love the game of football. I started playing football in the hood in Katlehong. I'm from a team called Killer United. I played there for like 5 years. Then I went to Katoras Academy. After that, I went to Pitt West, started in the under-19s, then went to the MTC. Then the club was sold during COVID. Then after that, I went to Supersport United.
The importance of Kasi tournaments, such as those powered by Hollywood Bets, goes beyond just football. It's also in the lessons, quality, and knowledge passed on by talented players such as Lungelo to others.
They mean a lot to us because we get there to share some experience because we had a taste of the professional level, and that's where we grew up. So even Kasi people love the Kasi football. So we're there sharing experience, but hoping we go back to the professional levels again. Without my teammate, I was not going to win the play of the tournament, but it was going to be more special if we won the tournament. Unfortunately, we lost in the finals, but yeah.
Speaking of his own personal ambitions, Lungelo told us he still hopes to reach the South African top flight, while also letting us in on who he looks up to in the game.
In the PSL, Sipombule, who's playing for Skukune currently, and Temba Zwane, because every time they play, like they're always confident, they play their own football, they never change anything. So that's what I'm also doing. And the players, the chance that I play here with, Itumele Nkune, Machoro, Happy Chele, those are the guys that I look up to. My day. Sure. I believe in myself. I'm still gonna make it, and I'm still 23. Some players made their debut at 27, 28. So I believe I'm gonna make it in the PSL. My name is Lungelo Dondolo. They call me the White Witch, and watching the show that matters, game on.
Well, once again, thank you very much to Hollywood Bets in helping develop the local game and find some youngsters and let them live the dream. Now, thank you very much as well to Shane McGregor, as well as Jerry Skosana in helping us break down football in some very interesting leagues. And from myself, Sisu Mapena, and the rest of the team that is behind the scenes, click, bang.